This is hibiscus plant, and I'm making video for you people. This is in my garden. Now I'm going to pick up this flower and I'm going to show you the internal structure of this flower. So as you can see, this is the flower, and now just see this. I'm going to explain this all later on. Let us pick the flower. This is a hibiscus flower. As you can see, it's a beautiful flower. Now I'm going to show you the structures and parts of the flower. Now this part, this small stalk, when I picked it up from the plant, I just picked it up from here. This was little longer, and this is actually a flower stalk which is called pedicel. And now you can see this part on which all these parts of the flower are attached. It is called receptacle, and on this part all the rest of the parts of the flowers are attached. Now as you can see, this green part, these are the sepals, and sepals are actually, these green parts are the actually modified leaves in which all the other parts of the plants are protected when it is in the bud stage. All these sepals, they make up together called calyx. These sepals are usually the outermost whorl of the flowers, but some flowers do have another whorl of the floral leaves outside the sepals. Now this is called apicalyx. Inside one, most of the flowers, they have this part, that is these ones. You can see 1, 2, 3, you can count them, and this is the calyx, and these small leaf-like structures, these are present in some flowers, not all of the flowers. This is apicalyx. Now these red parts, these are the petals, which is actually the most bright part of the flower, and now you can count these petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals altogether. If we altogether, these petals are called corolla. Now these are also the modified leaves and they are quite conspicuous. And when these flowers which have aroma and which are brightly colored, these are insect pollinated flowers. So the petals over here, these petals, they actually provide a landing place for the insects to come and pick up the nectar. Now I'm showing you this flower, and you can see, as I've already said, that these are the petals. And if you can just see over here, a little of you can see this yellow dust over here. If it is clear to you people, you can see this yellow dust inside here, yellow dust. This is actually the pollen which has fallen from this male part, which I'm going to discuss right now. Now this upper part, this is the female portion of the female part, topmost portion of the female part, which is called, this is actually stigma, and this inside, this is style. This one is style, and this goes on inside this style. It follows stigma, style, and in here ovary is hidden inside, which when I'm going to open up the flower, I'm going to show it. Now these, you can see these red parts, these are actually the stigma of the flower, which has nectar in it. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are also colored, and when the insect actually lands on these flowers, they pick up the nectar, which is sugary. It's a type of a carbohydrate. They pick up from here, and the pollen from these are the male parts, and this is the upper portion of the male part, which is called the anther. And if you can see, this is bilobed. There are 2 lobes in it. If it is clear from here because they are quite small. You can see this one, and pollen from this actually falls on the wings of the insect, and also it gets attached when it sits over here. The pollen which you can see has already fallen on the petal. This also sticks with the insect, and when the insect then it goes to another flower, that pollen from this falls on the other flower, and this is how fertilization also takes place, which is the next topic which I am going to discuss afterwards. Now, as you can see, these were the parts of the plants of the flower. This is the female part, which is altogether called a pistil, stigma, style, ovary inside, and these are the male parts. Upper part is called the anther, and the small stem, you can see the stem under it, it is called the filament, to which these anthers are attached, which produce pollen grains. So now I am going to open up the flower. Now here I am going to open up this flower, and these were the petals. You can see. Now I am removing the sepals also, so that you can see the ovary, which is clearly inside. I am removing all of the parts, and this was actually, you can see, this is the pedicel on which all the parts of the flowers are arranged. Now if I am going to break this also here, and I am going to open this up. This one, see, this is the ovary inside, and this ovary actually, if I open it up, this ovary inside has ovules. Here you can see, these are the ovules inside, and this one was stigma, this is the style, and you can see the ovary. And when I am going to teach you fertilization, you will understand the function of all these. And you can see the ovules on my hand, also on my nail. So I hope this has given you some clear picture of the flower actually. So I'm sorry I have broken whole of the flower, and I have broken it into bits and pieces just to show you all the parts of the flower. This is actually the diagram drawn in the book, shown in the book, and this is actually a typical half flower. It is showing all the parts over here. This is the pedicel, the stalk with which the flower is attached to the plant. This is receptacle on which all the floral parts are attached. These are the floral parts, these are the sepals, these are the petals, and these are the male part, that is stamen, anther and filament, and this is the female part, this one, it is pistil. Altogether it is called pistil. This is stigma, this is style, and this is ovary, and this ovary has this ovule inside. Then this is the part of the flower shown, and over here this is the male part, that is part of the stamen, filament and anther. It has these pollen sacs in it where pollen grains are produced. And then this is the female part, that is the pistil. Altogether it is called the pistil. This is stigma, style, and this is ovary. And the flower which I have shown, you can clearly see these stigma over there, and you can also clearly see the anther, bilobed anther, and petals, calyx, and all the parts. I hope this effort of mine will be helpful for you. So I'll be bringing more videos like this for you, and if you like them, please give me comments and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.